Hello there, guys, and welcome back to another Two Halves live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about all the usual stuff. So let's not waste any time and let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Chelsea-Tottenham game that happened in the week. Yeah, it was a great game, especially for Chelsea. Obviously, got a bit lucky. Pedro's goal was good, but keeper really should have saved it. And then obviously the Trippier goal, which we made a joke about on our Instagram about how he signed for Chelsea. Sorry to all the Spurs fans out there. Hopefully you can take a joke. But yeah, I just don't know how that really happens. I don't think it was necessarily Trippier's fault, but he should have looked up before he passed, and Hugo Lloris should have been way back, closer to his line. So it was both faults there from both players, and that got Chelsea the security and the second goal, which basically made it extremely unlikely that they were going to come back. So yeah, a good win for Chelsea. Look like they're coming back on track now. Looks like Sarri's won the dressing room back if he ever lost it. And the Kepa situation looks like it's resolved as well. Javier also obviously playing, but also it's come out that Kepa was fully supportive in that. So it's good that he's got a good mentality and attitude about the situation. And yeah, and Chelsea look like they're moving forward now, finally not backwards or staying static. But what are your thoughts on the game that happened?
I thought it was a good game. I thought that Chelsea would deserve the win, even though they didn't create as many chances. But I think they deserved it and they got it. So.
Yeah, I agree. They did deserve it, but yeah, Tottenham didn't really show up to the game. But anyway, guys, moving on. This was obviously a lesser game. It was Liverpool versus Watford, but we thought we'd talk about it because it was a massive, it was a good game. 5-0 Liverpool. Two goals from the centre back, who looks like he's the best in the world at the moment, on form. Virgil van Dijk. Um, Two goals from Sadio Mane and one from Divock Origi. And although the gap has closed in recent weeks between Man City and Liverpool, it looks like Liverpool aren't startled by it and aren't affected at all. They still look like they're going forward and upward. But the game that's going to put them a test this weekend, and also a couple of more in the rest of the season, is the Merseyside derby. They've got that on Sunday. So if they can get through that, that's going to also be just another uplifting moment and reason to uplift the team, and it's going to just make them push forward through another hard game again, because they've got a couple of more after that. And if they win them and then win all the other small games, they've won the league. It's as simple as that. They've got the lead. It's only if they drop points and draw or lose a game or two, that's when Man City can catch them and slip them. They're in control and they look like they're taking it well. But moving on, Arsenal Bournemouth. That was also a very good game. 5-1 to Arsenal. Um, some goals from their star players at the moment, Aubameyang, Lacazette. Them two really do look like probably the best duo in the Premier League this season. Lacazette, I think, with 12 goals, 6 assists, and Aubameyang with like 17 Premier League goals. So it really is, looking good for Arsenal as well. I'm not sure about top four for them, but it definitely looks like they're moving forward and they can definitely get back to their top four status and maybe eventually even win a title with a few more signings. But what were your thoughts on that game, Rico?
I think Arsenal did that was the best of the season. I think.
Sorry?
So it was the best performance of the season from Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
So Mesut Ozil played well, got a goal and assist. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I think everyone played really well, and it was ahead of the North London derby tomorrow night. So
Yeah, and moving straight
Must-win
on.
game.
Yeah, moving straight on to that. Yeah, let's talk about the upcoming fixtures. Obviously, the first one, North London derby. It's going to be a massive game for both sides. It is at Wembley, I think. Yeah, Tottenham's home ground at the moment. Uh, it looks like it's going to be a really good game. Obviously, Tottenham just off a loss to Chelsea, and they still want to make sure that they secure that third place. Um, so they're going to want to win this and also bounce back and show people that they are still good enough to title challenge, I guess. And Arsenal, every game now is a very important one to them because they're chasing to keep in the top four, stay in there because they want it as much as Man United and Chelsea. So it really is a battle between them three now for the fourth place. I don't think the other three are going to be moved, except obviously that top spot, Liverpool, Man City. I think Spurs are going to stay in the third, and then the fourth is all to fight for really between them three clubs. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a great game. Obviously, they've got Harry came back now, but he didn't look like he was doing much against Chelsea. I'm sure it'll be up for North London derby. He always does. He has a great record, a scoring record against Arsenal. So it looks like it's going to be a fantastic game. But what do you think will happen, Rico? What are your thoughts?
I think Tottenham will come. Everyone will be up for it. To be honest, I think Arsenal will, and Tottenham. It just depends what Arsenal turns up. If it's a really good one or if it's a really bad one, it could decide the game. It is an important game for Arsenal because if they do win or pick up a point early, they do like. I think they'll stay in. They'll like. They'll won't be too far behind the pack if they do like slip up a couple points. It'll only be like 1 point or 2 points. Whereas, but if they do win, they'll only be 1 point behind Tottenham. So it
Yeah,
does really open up. If Tottenham lose this game, it really opens it up for the rest to get
yeah,
third
no,
spot as well.
yeah, true. Because yeah, obviously only 1 point away. Um, Arsenal would love that third spot because that just offers them more safety and security of getting into the top four. So yeah, it is a really important game. And back to what you were saying about depends which side turns up. Totally agree with that. It really is. If the Tottenham on Wednesday night turns up, probably won't win. If Arsenal turn up, that is. And yeah, vice versa. So it really is going to be an interesting game. I'm going to be watching it. I'm sure you are, Rico. And I'm probably going to go for the scoreline. This one's a tricky one.
A bit of a sticky one.
I'm gonna say 2-2. I'm gonna stay on the fence. What do you think?
I think if it's the last game, the last North London derby, the atmosphere, the amount of goals, the red card, it'll be a great North London derby. So I just don't know who Arsenal will turn up though. To be honest, I'm gonna go 2-1 Tottenham.
Okay, right, not sitting on the fence like me, but yeah, no, sounds realistic and could definitely be true. But moving on to the next game, Merseyside derby, obviously Everton versus Liverpool at Goodison Park. This is also going to be a great game to watch. Obviously, Everton hate the guts out of Liverpool, and so do Liverpool hate the guts out of Everton. So Everton are going to do everything in their power to try and stop their title race. So it's going to be probably a gritty game and a proper good football scrap and one in probably in the history books for yellow cards, etc. So yeah, it's going to be a massive game for both sides. Just Everton just trying to stop their rival from winning the league, and Liverpool obviously for the title race. So I'm probably going to go for still probably 2-1 Liverpool or 1-0, but I'll stick with 2-1. But what do you think will happen, Rico?
I think it will be a hard game for Liverpool, and it will test their mentality and if they're up for it. I think they need to come away with something from this game. Everton are on a all right run of form. They're struggling, slipping up some games, but the last North London, the last Merseyside derby was really close. So I think I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool.
Okay, but yeah, going back to your point there, it really is. Liverpool have to get something out of this game, otherwise it could be fatal for their title race. And Man City, if they catch up, although they're going to have hard games coming up as much as Liverpool are, and it was just a fixture. They've got an easy game this week, and Liverpool are hard. I still feel that mental factor of Man City being ahead may affect Liverpool, and then that's where they might drop a few points in future games as well if they do drop any points in this game. So it really is, yeah, really important. But moving on to the last game we'll talk about, and the last thing, Fulham versus Chelsea. Obviously not as big as them two, but we thought we'd talk about it as it is still a London derby. It is at the Craven Cottage, which is Fulham's home ground. But I still believe Chelsea will get the win. Obviously, feeling great after their win at Stamford Bridge against Tottenham. So I'm probably going to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win. Obviously, Fulham fighting against relegation, but I still feel this Chelsea side is just too good quality, and obviously the aura and the atmosphere around the club at the moment looks like it's good. So I'd still see a Chelsea win, and yeah, I'm going for 2-0. What do you think, Rico?
I think that if Fulham lose this game, that they will be relegated. I think.
Yeah, a lot of people already saying that, but yeah.
But I think they might put in this fight. They've got a new manager, remember, so they'll be trying to impress the new manager. So I'm thinking a 1-0 Fulham win.
Oh, okay, all right, a bit controversial, but never know with Chelsea these days. If they show up, they're world class, top 5 club in the world. But if they don't, then they look like a championship side. So I totally understand where you're coming from there. Obviously, Fulham going to be up for it. So yeah, that's probably going to be it, guys. Probably wrap it up here. Remember, Monday and Friday, always live streams. If not, we'll let you guys know on our Instagram page at Twohalves official. Make sure you go and follow if you haven't come from there already. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. See you.